Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I'm in my Maus on Kasserine encounter match, platooned up with Hoops and Drewski. And generally on an encounter match, I'm going to go to the north in a mobile tank. But I'm not in a mobile tank. I'm in a slow Maus. So I'm going to head to the south. The reason I like the north better is because you can progress and flank better. Where in the south, it feels like once you win it, your only real safe travel is the valley. So Drewski goes to the north, spots their whole team, and then I let Hoops know that I'm going to go to the middle of the map. If he can push out the south, hopefully we can meet in the middle, and I'll still be alive, holding back that horde of reds. So he agrees, and he's going to take the lead down there, and I'm going to do my best to hold up here. So I got a Jaeger sitting here waiting for the horde of reds to come through the valley, and the Jaeger is really susceptible to like a horde of mediums because it can shoot once, and yeah, it does a lot of damage, but by the time it reloads, he's already got tanks beside and behind him, so he's going to get taken down. And the Maus honestly is kind of the same way, but together we should be able to hold these guys back. They won't want to flank me because I'm covered by a Jaeger, and I'm just going to try to utilize my armor the best I can to just hold them back and give Hoop some time to win the south and the west side of the map and come help. So I get a second shot into that 62A, and they have tracked me now, so it looks like they're going to try to drive to my side. I have a really good crew in here. I run chocolate, large repair kit, and I can just get my tracks on really fast in my Maus, so I'm not too worried about it. And I'm going to hide my lower plate here and stay angled. Now the 30B is trying to get my side, so I'm going to open up my lower plate to him just a little bit because I need to keep my lower plate hidden on this rock while I angle my tank at him. He's trying to shorten up that angle, and I'm just not allowing it. And he's also kind of got a shot on my lower plate, but it's a crappy one. He could have at least shot my cheeks, but I could tell that he wasn't looking at my cheeks, so he decides to track me and just run away. Their Maus pulls out completely sideways, so I get a shot into him, bounce his shell off. And now Hoops is starting to come in from the side, so I held long enough, try to get a shot into that 30B. The Bashat drives in front of it, their Maus tracks me, and that guy is not doing a very good job in his Maus. I mean, he's still got a lot of hit points, and I'm going to think about shooting him in the side of the turret. Then I go for a lower plate shot, and that was a horrendous angle. I just felt like an idiot when I shot that because I myself am in a Maus already angling my lower plate enough to where the mediums can't pen me, and then I take the same shot. I got the side of the E4. I'm trying to get a tracking shot there, and unfortunately I bounce off looks like the front of his turret. But I'm keeping a nice angle on this Maus, and he is struggling. Now the T-62A moved to flank my team and Hoops, so I'm going to get a shot on him, and I can't really get my reticle up there, and I decide to shoot the dead tank. And I was just waiting for the 1390 to track him and blow him up so I could get some damage there. And now you can see I kind of have my tank pointed straight away from both of them, so it's kind of awkward angles, but the E4 has enough pen. I think he gets into my lower plate. I'm not 100% sure. I wasn't angled great, so he could have got in my side as well. So I shove him off, bounce his shell off my side, and then get a shell into his side. I only have 1,000 hit points left, but we've now made it a 9-9. Alright, so their Maus is coming around the corner to kill Hoops, and he just drives out sideways for me again, so it allows me to get a shot into him. And I wanted to feature the Maus because the Mauerbrecher came out, so it just kind of falls in line with super heavy tanks, and this was a fun one. I couldn't wait to do some commentary on this match. Alright, so the 13-105 decides not to come around. My 257 Hoops and I are the only ones left. Now Hoops decides to go flank the red team, and unfortunately he gets caught out in the middle of the desert getting flanked, and I am way too slow to help him out, so their bat chat takes him down, and now it's down to me and a 257, which, okay, we can do this. However, my complaint is, see if I can get a shot into this T-49. Really need to land my shots at this point, get a nice shot into him. My complaint is we're in the valley, so they can just potentially surround us and look down, get shots into us. My 257 does shut down one of the reds, and now the T-49 comes down to get me, and then I realize it's not the T-49. It's actually their other scout, the 13105. So I get a shot into him, I track him. He's down to 500 hit points. And I should load HE here. I think I just get caught up in the moment and forget to load it. And he is nice enough to back up in front of my gun and then proceed to drive forward and run into me and die. So as much as I hate that the physics of that, I appreciated it there. So just because a scout tapped into a mouse, he blows up, and that seems idiotic to me. But in this situation, I'm very happy for the game physics on that. Alright, so I'm giving up my butt to the T-49, and I didn't know where the other heavy was, but spot him and he bounces off my side as I pull forward. That could have been dangerous. 257 is going to go approach him. Now I figure the T-49 is going to pop up behind us, but I do have almost 600 hit points, so I could take a shell from him. And the 257 decides not to proceed forward with me, which I think is a bad play. But if he shuts down the T-49, then I'm not too worried about it. And unfortunately, the T-49 puts a hole in my butt. And now this is going to be tricky. Alright, so my thought process here is I need to keep this in a tight engagement and force them to hit my weak points. Now, the T-49 could just pop up on the ridge behind me and potentially get a shot into my butt or my side, but I have to just play it safe in this alleyway. If I drive out into the middle of the desert, the mouse is going to be a sitting duck there. So decide to put HE in. My 257 really hasn't made a move. And then all of a sudden the heavy tank gets spotted over there. So the heavy tank went all the way around to flank us. And my 257 shuts him down. Did I say heavy? I think it's medium, my bad. It's their bad chat. And I try to get a shot into the T-49, and I just have a sliver of a shot, and I don't take it. Hopefully I don't regret that. But that T-49's on a sliver. Really all I needed to do was splash him with my HE round. Now you can see he's going up the sea line. He's going into the eastern side of the desert. So I'm assuming that he's probably just going to pop his head over these ridges right here. Look for a shot on either of us. And he's already by, so didn't anticipate how slow the mouse actually was. Now the nice thing about being in the valley is that we're putting cap pressure on, so it's not like he can just run away from us. We have control of the cap, and he has the camo rating. Like, he can outspot us, but we're in a hole, so he's got to get lucky, catch us at a point where we're not looking at him, and we may just have to get a snapshot off. But he definitely could do this. Now, I think he disappeared. I'm assuming that he's going to come back here. If I was a T-49, that's what I would do, and sure enough, that's what he does. And I just felt like he was trying to bait us, like he was going south, and then he was going to double back, and that's what he did. So, nice result in the mouse, and you didn't think that mouse games could be that exciting, right? Well, when the mouse is in the center of attention, it can be a beast. Now, you definitely need to have the right scenario, the right cover, the right opponents to be able to pull that off. But you get 5,700 damage, 4 kills. A 257 does 3,300 damage with 3 kills. And Hoops did 3,600 with 2 kills before he died. just an overall nice result and a fun game coming down to the wire. And yeah, I'll quit babbling. That's all I got for you guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.